2, 1.
Slating a live video. I'm still refreshing my Facebook page. It's not there yet.
It's not here.
You're there. Trust me.
I always get notifications when you guys go live.
There it is.
I haven't gotten mine.
Oh, there it is.
Boom. Hi, everybody. Look who's here. It's our buddy John The Backwords Dude, who we haven't seen in 2 years? A year and a half?
Year and a half since COVID hit.
Wild. It's also wild to think that we probably have we added an affiliate or two since John has physically been in the studio with us? Like maybe, I think.
Knoxville.
Knoxville
maybe is one of them.
Oh, wow.
Lincoln?
Lincoln maybe is one of them too. Yeah. I just think like everybody who listens to the show knows who John The Backwords Dude is, and there might be people who don't, even though he's been on America's Got Talent.
That's right.
In Germany.
Which I guess we haven't. Have we physically seen you since then?
I gave you your Christmas presents. Like, how could you forget that?
I'm sorry, because I'm an idiot.
Because he's a jerk. Now, we couldn't even have him in the building.
That's right. I had to give it to you on the parking lot.
So it was like a drive-by, drop-off. Thanks, good to see you.
Yeah.
Masked, stay away from me. We were still in all that.
It's not the first time I've had a man give it to me in the parking lot. By the way.
And then forgotten about it?
He never forgets about it.
You saying I'm not very memorable?
No, he just has no memory.
You were one of the rare guys that didn't give him a disease, and so, no, never mind.
Wow.
Just,
You know, the Yellow Jacket out there sure did like me. Liked my legs.
Speaking of Knoxville, there's somebody right there. John says hi from Knoxville. So, hey, John. So anyways, so quick refresher maybe for somebody who doesn't know. Have you got your recording app?
Yeah,
up
actually,
and ready?
I do have it.
Somebody who's on Facebook with us, tell us what you want John to say backwards, and we'll give an example of what John does. The gist of it is he can say almost anything you throw at him backwards, and then you reverse it, and it's just crazy how good it is. John in Knoxville says, love the show.
Love the show.
So we'll have John, the Backwards Dude, say love the show backwards.
Okay. Wash the ball.
Love the show.
Hasn't changed.
It's amazing. But it goes so far beyond that, too, because the singing part that you've been able to do.
Right.
Where he harmonizes and sings backwards. It's crazy.
Yeah,
So,
that is crazy.
Obviously, he's got this app on his phone where he can record it and then immediately reverse it. So Mike, Big Mike wants you to say feathered ninja.
Feathered ninja. My
Which
goodness.
is, that's another word for a rooster in case you,
Okay.
in case you didn't know.
Feathered ninja. Nin, there that.
Feather ninja.
I feel like you've gotten even better.
Really?
You question yourself less. I feel like you were
Really?
just right there. Not that you were, your confidence I never felt like was low, but now you just got them like this.
I don't know. I think that after being on TV so much and being scared to death in front of Simon Cowell and then seeing how people love it, and there are people who listen to this show who are way up in Statesville. There's a buddy of mine that works up there, and he's like, you have no idea. People don't believe that I know you. And I'm like, oh, come on, get out of here, Brandon, you know. But he's like, no, dude. He's like, you're like really, really famous. And I'm like, he's like, I'm so pleased to know you. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, well, all right, whatever you say.
Well, it is cool, obviously,
It
that
is.
you've been on America's Got Talent.
It
I mean,
is.
everybody sees that. I mean, that's typically one of the best rated shows in the country when it's on. So
Yeah.
it's a big deal, even though it was, what, a couple of minutes? I don't know how long you were on.
It was like a couple of minutes. It was short. Germany's Got Talent had me on for a good, 5-10 minutes? I mean, and got a standing ovation from the entire audience. Got a standing ovation from Howie and Sophia on America's Got Talent. Of course, Simon just sat there and said it was a bunch of pock.
Did he say POC?
Pock. And that's why I kind of stood there. I'm like, I don't understand. And that's when Howie said, turn that around backwards. That's crap. And then I go, actually, crap backwards is barch. And they just died laughing at that point, which
That's fantastic.
That was money right there.
Correcting Simon Cowell.
Exactly.
That's got to be
Perfect.
one of the greatest highlights ever. You're like, hey, douche, this is how you do it.
Exactly.
I'm going to periodically just interrupt you. Jeff wants you to say the mailman peed in my mailbox.
Oh my Lord. Now that's a very long one.
So it's harder when it's a sentence, obviously. You have
Exactly.
to give it some thought.
You want to write it
Do you
down?
need to-
Yeah, I'll just write it down.
The mailman peed in my mailbox. That was something that came up on the show today.
I think I've got it. The mailman peed in my mailbox. Scoblam yam ye nam lam.
The mailman peed in my mailbox.
That's amazing.
Didn't even have to write it down.
Nice.
So then, yeah, you did hear him say Germany's Got Talent. He actually was on a show called Germany's Got Talent.
Mm-hmm.
But you mentioned to me last week when we were talking about having you come in that there's another show apparently that's interested in having
Well,
you.
there was another show. It fell through. It's a talent show over in Italy, and it's the same dude who got me on Germany's Got Talent knows this guy over in Italy, and they were interested, but the guy came back to me and said the timing didn't work out. So, I mean, I would have had to get on a plane, go there on October 10th. They would have filmed it on October 11th, and I would have been back here October 12th, and there wasn't enough. Plus, I think the language difference might be a bit of a barrier to them, because I looked up clips for Italy's. It's not Italy's Got Talent. It's something else, and everything is in Italian. And I'm like, well, how is that supposed to work? And I think maybe that was kind of a no deal type of a thing.
But Germany's Got Talent did work, which is odd.
It is, but they speak English over in Germany very, very well.
Mm-hmm. Think about how they've embraced Hasselhoff.
So what I hear you saying is Italians are dumb.
Yes.
Whoa. Whoa.
Thank you for saying that, John. That's fantastic.
Putting those words
John
in my
couldn't
mouth.
get a gold chain in time to go on the plane to get to Italy.
You guys are both digging holes.
You're right.
James says, hey, can y'all tell John to tell me happy birthday since today is my birthday?
Happy birthday, James.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Do you want me to
James.
sing Happy Birthday to him backwards?
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Ui, just yet thurby pie, smashed reed yet thurby pie. Ui, just yet thurby pie. Ui, just yet thurby pie. All right, here you go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear James. Happy birthday to you.
And happy birthday, James.
Amazing.
That is, I
'Cause
mean,
it sounds like Furby pie when you're doing it with the fur, and then you. That's
Uh-huh.
a lot.
That is amazing, especially the singing, because the
Yeah.
tune has to go reverse.
Exactly.
It's just,
And, I had been taking singing lessons. It doesn't show right there, but I had to take them for America's Got Talent and I found out I've actually got a really good singing voice. I've got to get back into practicing once again. It made my speaking voice really, really like stellar. I couldn't believe how good my speaking voice got. And the singing was coming along, but it really takes a lot of work.
So a couple things for those that don't know John and don't know the backstory, and I guess Jeff is hinting at this. He says, does your talent somehow relate to dyslexia?
Mm-mm.
And I know you've answered this before,
Right.
but just for somebody who doesn't know.
No, my talent relates to the autism spectrum.
So you're not dyslexic.
Nope.
And it was some point when you were a kid, you started literally listening to music backwards.
Yeah, because the record player broke, and I wanted
Kids
to.
record player, you can look that up.
There you go.
I think they're still quite popular. Vinyl
Well, they made a
outsold.
comeback.
Yeah.
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 So listening to music and then just repeating it and then
Yep.
deciding, hey, I kind of got a thing here,
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And,
which wasn't always embraced.
No.
As John has talked about quite a bit. That was not, it wasn't something mom and dad were like, hey, this is great. We would love to support you in your endeavors. It didn't go that way.
It didn't go that way at all. No, they were very upset, and the school was it was a nightmare. So I guess, my talents, I'm a visual person and an audible person, and school just didn't work out for me. And so they were very upset about school, very upset that I was doing this weird thing with my music. They couldn't understand. And by the time I was a teenager, I could sing full songs backwards and just speak to people backwards. But this was like the late 80s, early 90s, and we didn't really have the kind of technology we have now to showcase it.
I never even thought about that. Of all the times we've had you on, you didn't have that
right
at the beginning. I never thought about that.
Well, actually,
he probably had a reel-to-reel that he carried around.
It had a reel-to-reel, and then with cassette tapes, you could record something, unscrew the cassette, and then flip the rolls over and rewind it, and it would be backwards. So that's how I taught myself how to speak backwards as a kid.
Not quite as handy when you're out and about doing crowd work.
Exactly.
Hold on, let me unscrew. Let me
just say this really quick. Okay, 5 minutes later.
Right. Remember what I said? It's on here.
Right.
Because, I mean, some of the videos that you had shot, years ago are so, man on the street type stuff where he just has people say stuff and he repeats it. And it's a cool, that's how we first met John.
Mm-hmm.
Rozak here in the building was like, have you seen the videos of this guy who speaks backwards? It's weird. He's here in Charlotte. And we were like, yeah, let's get him on. And that was like, I don't know how long ago.
It's about 4 years ago.
Was it that? I feel like I feel like I've known you longer than that.
Three and a half years ago, I believe, is when that was.
Well, so one of the cool things about John is he's also, I guess, professionally and amateurly a film shooter, director, producer, and he's made a film about his own life, a short film.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the pieces of good news, if you want to share your good news?
Yeah. So my film, it's called Almost Normal Through the Eyes of Autism. It just got accepted in the Charlotte Film Festival. And that is going to be showing next Sunday on October 17th at 1:20 in the afternoon. It's going to be within a group of other shorts, documentaries. So anybody here in Charlotte, or if you're not in Charlotte, you want to come by and check it out, that's great. If you can't come, you can always watch Almost Normal Through the Eyes of Autism on my YouTube channel, which is John The Backwords Dude.
Yeah, we'll put a link up on all the social for that because it is it's really well done. How long is it total?
23 minutes.
So it sort of goes into your life and all that it entailed and what got you to this point.
Yeah, it shows life through my perspective. It shows the music part of it and then the mistreatment and all of that through my perspective. And it kind of all sums up together in the end.
Do you win a film festival? I'm sort of naive to what happens. Or do you go on to further film festivals after this one?
Do you know this is the first time I've ever gotten into one? And I'm actually really looking forward to going and seeing other films and meeting other people. I think it's, most of all, it's like a networking opportunity for people and other filmmakers. And it's a way for people to connect, people who are like diehard cinema fans, to connect with the creators of the stuff and enjoy their work.
Somebody sees how you shot that and it's like, I want John to be, my director of photography or whatever.
Exactly. I would be more of a cameraman and an editor. That's what I do. I'm not really a director, but I did step into the directing role for this. I did all the positions myself. I'm very, very pleased of how it came out. Most people are astonished of how well it came out.
CharlotteFilmFestival.org is their website, and there are awards, so they do give out awards. But it's also a charity, so money, when you buy a ticket to go see any of the films, it's there's some money going to charity to help local filmmakers. So it's a cool deal. I mean, obviously, and even somebody like yourself who was in the biz hadn't been around it before. So it's cool that, constantly people are learning about that and going out and checking it out. Was there was something else or no? Was it, do you have, let's see, the Italian thing? We know that's not happening.
Right.
Is Yugoslavia Got Talent? Are they knocking on the door? Are you just going to go through the entire Baltic states and just tour the Mediterranean maybe?
There you go.
I know a few phrases I could help you with.
Awesome.
Whoa.
Start practicing immediately.
Just happen to know a few phrases because of the Croatian.
It's funny, John in Knoxville is asking, hey, you should have John do a bumper for the show. We actually have a
couple of them.
We probably don't use those enough. But for example, if you were going to say Woody Wilcox and Chelsea, like how would that go?
Woody Wilcox and Chelsea?
Sure.
You slash net, skak lil net,
Did you record that?
I'll do it.
Record it.
You
now.
guys got it. You can turn it into a bumper.
We need Cool Beans too. Plus, I just want to know what that is.
All right, well, let's hear Cool Beans then too.
Okay,
Add
so
Cool Beans to it.
So wait. Woody Wilcox, Chelsea, and Cool Beans.
Yeah.
Sneebluch nat ye slash skakkel nat ye do.
Woody and Wilcox, Chelsea, and Cool Beans.
I love that.
Nailed it. 100%.
And Cool Beans. I love that.
Stacy really wants you to say, this is the third time I think she's posted this, no one wants that much chili dog.
No one wants that much chili dog.
Correct.
No one wants that much chili dog. Garlish stummed out snow. No one.
Ooh, no one is the same.
No one wants that much chili dog.
Very observant of you, Wilcox.
Yeah, no one is the same either way.
It is, yeah.
I must have known that, but again, forgotten.
Stacey said that was only the second time.
Sorry, Stacy.
Knock it back.
Really, really interested in chili dogs.
John, one other thing that I love about your movie and about you is that not only was it a different time technologically, but we didn't know about people and brains and how they work as much as we do now. So highlighting, being vulnerable about the struggles that you've been through, I think is very important for people to see that side of it also. So thank you for that.
And it is amazing that we all thought, oh, all of our brains are the same, when we would constantly be like, everybody's different, except our brains are all the same. And you go,
Exactly.
Now when you look back on it, it seems so silly.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm glad I had that brilliant insight after Chelsea said it. I just like to echo things that Chelsea says.
I do think that's a big part of your story.
Yeah.
It is. It is a huge part. I didn't even know my brain was different until, I did Backwards Dude. I found out at 47 that I was on the autism spectrum. And they had me in classes with autistic children in the first grade. And they're like, well, John's not autistic. Let's pull him out. Let's put him through mainstream classes now and not really give him a hand up. Oh, you can't do your math. You should just be able to do your math. You should just be able to do all these other things too. It's like, well, I can't. You're not showing me. It's like, we have shown you. I'm like, no, you haven't shown me. But yet I can go to the movie theater and run the film presentations with my projectionist friend. And so what happened was at 47, they said, oh, John, you have the mind of Thomas Edison and Einstein and even Tesla, And speaking of Tesla, even Elon Musk is on the spectrum. He came out on Saturday Night Live doing a whole skit about it. And he said, I said, no. I said, you got the wrong person. I said, I'm not like these guys. I'm pretty stupid. He's like, no, that the people who told you that you're stupid aren't as smart as you.
It's like you and I, we're geniuses and we don't get recognized in our own time.
I get called stupid pretty much every day, and this makes me feel good.
See, we're all in the right place.
They're maybe not wrong about some of you.
Maybe.
Why were you looking at me when you said that?
John, have you heard our Sucking on a Chili Dog song?
No.
Can we play that for John?
Yeah. You can play it off your board right there.
I don't have it handy at all.
Okay.
Do you have it handy is the question.
If we could burn it, that would be great.
Well, we're not going to burn it. And so I'll just, we'll have you do one more.
Yeah, I think I've got it right
one more
here.
trick.
Let me flip that out, and I think this is it right here.
Sucking on a chili dog, 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 sucking on a chili dog.
It's pretty repetitive.
Yes.
We've got another 40
right.
seconds.
On
Well,
a chili dog, oh, delish, and on a gus.
It might be fun for you the first time, but after the 100th time, you want to vomit.
Of course, which is the whole point of the song, I'm sure.
It's the whole point of this show,
Yeah.
John.
I forgot. How can I
They
forget?
play it at me.
Try it one time recording it song wise. I know you've never done the
Yeah, sucking on a chili dog. God, delish, and I. Ugh. God, delish, and on a gus.
Sucking on a chili dog.
Nice. See, back to what Chelsea was saying. That's amazing that you just snapped into it.
Right. Well, that's a pretty simple phrase. Sucking on a chili dog, oh, delish, and on us. So that's just second nature to me.
Right. Anybody could do that.
Anyone.
I can say no one backwards. That's all I can do.
There you go.
Well, Ben says on the Facebook feed, people on the spectrum are freaking superheroes. So
that's the theme of my movie, actually. It's superhero. There's a whole montage in there where it shows me, it looks like I'm wearing a cape, and it's cool.
Well, we'll put the link up on all of our social, and so people can go check out your film. And obviously, if you're in Charlotte, if you missed that, the Charlotte Film Festival, he will be featured as one of the short documentaries. So that's very cool. Congrats, man.
Yeah, thanks. You guys will be up on the silver screen.
Oh, that's right.
You're in it.
You are.
In the beginning.
We're in the little bit of the movie.
This is only going to inflate my ego even more.
I saw Frank is in it in one scene too.
That's right. He's sitting there watching.
Yeah.
One of the only times Frank on film wearing a shirt. It was amazing.
That's a good point. Yeah. That's one for the archives.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, follow this guy on social media. We're trying to help him get more and more auditions for stuff like Italy's Got Talent. And
yes, Italy's Got Talent.
Whatever the case may be, because
Yugoslavia.
he definitely deserves it. It's great to see you, John.
It's good to see you guys.
Awesome. Stop that. We're still on Facebook. Hey, everybody on Facebook, thanks for tuning in.
Yes.
Thanks,
guys.
In Charlotte, go see John's movie. Please, goes to a great cause.
Yeah, they're doing the film festival at Ayersley.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
All right.
Whose phone?
See you guys.
Oh. Wow. Did that vibrate?